I'm Coach Tonym Morganem, and today we have another great how-to video on accelerating your bar repair skills using logical thinking. With logical thinking, we always stand back to assess the situation. So power's off, we're going to take the front off. I've seen this before on various videos, so we'll just look inside and get straight to the meat and potatoes. So now levels of competence, you should have known that from last time, you've done that before. So as I say, now level of competence, this is level 3, you're thinking it through the situation. So what we're going to do, we're going to be draining the boiler down. Okay. So you should be now thinking all these things of what's next, what's coming up. Remember what I said about thinking things through, the thinking, being proactive. So that's a type of assertion we're going to be doing for you to be being successful. Okay, carry on. I'm going to stop you there. You don't want to be lowering that right down because it's going to drop down. So we've got this system. We could have radiators above here. We're going to be draining the boiler down. So what do you think you need to be thinking about?
How to get to the PRV to open it up?
No, we need to be isolating the valves. So if you let that drop down, that means it's going to be in your way. So you're going to preempt. You're going to be preempting a situation. No point letting the screws come out, that drop down. It's going to be in your way. You might as well leave it up now. Open the door. Get to the valves. Isolate it. That's it. Outside one. Yeah, the outside and the other outside one. That's it. So, let's just recap this little bit of thinking. So my thinking was different from your thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. But now I want to learn from that. What have you now learned?
To step back and think through the action I want to take before I take them.
Okay, so just recap what you should have done then.
Yeah, what I should have done then was like to ensure that the case was still, the control panel was still in place. Then I open up the cabinets below it in order not to like let that fall off.
Yeah, it just makes it easy for you. So you're just thinking it through, just making the job more smooth for yourself. If you need to be at least 2 steps ahead of whatever you're doing, thinking what I'm going to be doing next before you actually get there. Okay, so we open the PRV. Other people will say don't open the PRV. So what? We open a PRV. Well, we've got a bit of a leak there. I can see some leak coming out. Where's that coming from? It's dropping down there. So that means there's an auto air vent on the top. We'll have to get the step ladders and look. What we'll do as well, we'll take the screws off there and have a look inside. Interesting. Open the PRV, we get a leak. Any comments to think what you could think that leak is? We'd like to hear from you. After doing that little bit of investigation to see where the water's coming from, I've concluded this. Can you see that through there? That grey top?
Yeah.
Do you know what that is? What that part is? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No.
What is it? Automatic air vent. What I think, it shut out water against that part there, against the wall of the boiler. See the top of the grey part in that projection? Look at the line of projection. and where that bits of droplets are, because nothing above it there, so it shot out water across there from the auto air vent. That's where it came from. So now we've tied that bit up, we're now going to carry on. So we're going to repressurize the expansion vessel. This will help us discharge any water what's trapped in the boiler. So we'll remove the spark generator, pull back that grey panel, that'll pull back round, then that'll give you access to get onto the Schrader valve and pull up the expansion vessel. Yeah? So now you can get your hand in now, yeah? So now put the Schrader valve back. That's it, put it back in position. So now we're starting on the divert valve side of things. If that won't come out, I'd use a little grips for that. That one's right in front of you there. There they are. Now, show me this spanner, the grips. How do you think you're going to grab that?
I don't.
No, I can't see on the camera. So you're going to use it in that sort of way? No, how are you going to put them in there?
In there like that, kind of.
No. I'd say...
Oh, sideways?
No. I'd say you're going to be like that. Or possibly like that. But it's going to be the angle. That angle. I'll show you, watch. Right, as I said, I've got it on the level like this, yeah? Yeah? Okay. You can see that it's rusty, that's where it's been leaking, as we said. So the rust is on here. Again, you just put that down. Now, we need to get the grips on here. But if you show me the grips, what we've got out already, they're too small. Too small, then we can't use them. Show me these grips. They're too small as well. We need a bigger pair. So this is the right size for the job. If you just put this with the others, just show comparison. No, if I put them all down,
Okay,
so you can see what we've got there. So you can see the size arrangement we got for different jobs. So we brought these in to do this particular job. Alright, so I now want you to put that on there. Now, a couple of things. The positioning of your hand and also how wide this is going to be is crucial. Third thing, knowing the rotation of how you're going to move, your arm movement. Is it going to be clockwise or anti-clockwise you're going to undo it? Can you remember?
Yeah. So we're going like this because we're going anti-clockwise.
No, that's clockwise.
No,
That way.
Yeah, turn that way.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's give it a go. Just put it in position first before we do anything.
Yeah.
Now, don't do nothing.
Yeah, just a minute.
Right. Now, I'm going to step back because your body is in the wrong position. You need to be more. If I was you, the position you're in now, I would get both hands on that, both hands, and then you're gonna do a snap and pull it towards you, and then twist it and undo it. Is it gone?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Carry on then. Now it's gone. You can now take that out. Take it off. Use the smaller one because that big one was just for you to get the leverage. Now you've done it, you can use a smaller one. So did you get the feel of that? How you had to get your body positioning?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So what we're going to do is to make sure it's definitely emptied. This drain off, we're going to open it. See that, the white tap?
Yeah.
We open that and obviously any bits of water will come out there. If there's any pressure in there, obviously it'll cascade out of there. But hopefully it'll be empty before we fully unscrew that. Right, I want you to undo that now.
Yeah.
So which way are you going?
Up.
Right, just 1 minute. Let me just clarify. Take the grips off. Right, we just went over this before, but we'll do it again. Right, just 1 minute. Right, just want to go over this part again. This is to tighten it clockwise. Turn it this rotation. If the nut is that way, you're still going the same way, that way. If it's up, yeah, you're still going that way. You've always got that rotation. So the best thing to do is get your spanner or grips and then get that in your head. That's the way you're going. And then if the nut is this way, you're still going that way. So you just get that mental picture of the rotation. No matter which way the nut is, if it's this way, that way, or that way. You get that mental picture. Same with the other one. The opposite way. Yeah? Is that clear now?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's open, so that's cool. We're now assured that this is safe to undo. So you can now unscrew that. So that's just water coming out the drain off. It's now out. And we've got our... Just bring that to me. Okay, let's have a look. It's one or two things. Let's make sure that nothing's in the bottom down here. No, there's nothing there, so okay. Let's go for it. Is it going down?
No.
It's not going down.
No, it stops.
It stops. Oh, what if we got the wrong one?
So,
Okay. This is a modification. It looks different, but it is a modification. You just have to push it down further or harder and it'll go in. We've got great news. It did fit after all. With a bit of persistence, it went in. What really happened was, this is the truth. You tried to put it in, you said it won't work. So I took your word for it and thought we had the wrong part. And then I panicked. Anyway, after getting my composure back, I said, let me try it. And I did it, and it worked. So now he's going to tighten up on which way you're going. With the turn, which way we're turning it.
clockwise now.
Okay, that's it. So for you guys out there, put this in your memory bank, the 4 levels of learning, get this into your conscious competence until it becomes automatic into your, what is it? Isaac?
Unconscious competence.
That's it, unconscious competence. That's it. Now, going back to what I was telling you earlier about thinking things through. So what's our next step now?
Close the
We'll just do it, show people what you mean. That's it. Wait a minute, is that the right way?
Up. I turned it down the other time to loosen it.
Okay. Just testing you. Is that tight then?
I'll use the plier to tighten
No, you
it.
should be able to do it with your hand. It shouldn't be that tight.
Yeah, it's tight.
Right. And then the PRV.
Close down.
Okay. Next thing.
Put the actuator back on.
No. Go back round to the boiler. Thinking things through. What did we do?
Close the valves, open the valves.
That's it, yep. So just tell everyone about you thinking your things through. Don't worry, it's all about going into it. So as I was saying about the steps, what I'm training you to do, and getting you to do that methodical thinking. So just explain to us what I've been showing you.
Yeah, what you've been showing is basically like a strategy of having something like a flow chart of steps of what you need to do when you're carrying out a task. So like if you have, let's say, to do the expansion phase, for instance, you have a flow chart of the things that you need to do. But what you are saying is, if you're on level 1, if you're on step 1, you should be at the same time thinking of what is going to happen on level 4 of your flow chart. So you should be thinking at least 2 or 3 steps ahead of the level in which
plan.
you are on your flow chart. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's it. So on the levels of learning, the incompetence part, and getting it to conscious competence, that you're thinking it through, and then eventually become automatic. This strategy, as you said, of thinking things through, being a step, being always ahead of your game, 3-4 steps ahead of what you're supposed to be doing next. That's what you're trying to be doing. Always thinking like that, So we're just putting some more pressure in the boiler. I've got this, all right.
Struggling to get the direction there.
Okay. He-Man has done it. That'll do. Cool. Let's just make sure this is okay. Yeah, no leaks there. You're not gushing out. We'll just dry it off just to make sure. So we dried it off and it's fine, not a problem. So we're going to put the head on now, the actuator head on, because now we know it's watertight, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're not, as I said before, it's a flow. You're not going to fit the actuator on and then find it's leaking before you fill it up. Yeah, so that's your flow, your steps. Otherwise you're doing double work, going back on yourself, making the job longer. So that pin just slides in the gap. Just, yeah, that's it. It should just push in. That's it. Now, I just want you to explain to the viewers watching this video, any new guys want to basically follow your footsteps, just tell them the level of training, the information. I'll just, before you say anything, we've been on this for about an hour, this job. For me, it take me about 15 minutes of being done, 20 max. However, he's now going to tell the reason why we took an hour. Why we took an hour.
Because you were pointing out, my mistakes, and you were showing me what to do, in the sense that, and we're redoing at the same time. So, like, when I make a step to get a task done, if I do it wrongly or I make a wrong move, you always stop me there. You correct me. I do it the way you want me to do it, the way it should be done. Then we now move on. We go to the next level. I ask questions, you answer the questions, and you show me other things to be done. So that's why we're taking time.
That's
to
it.
Go through it.
And that means, yes, and that means you're getting trained properly and being shown methodically how it's done. And that's why you should come and join us. We're now going to put the plug back on. You can see the little groove cut out there. And if you look on, this is difficult to see because it's just where my finger is. So that helps you locate it basically. So you can plug that in now. So it can go one way. That's it. Good. So we're going to put the heating on. So go freely. The process of putting the heating on. That was already on there, so that wasn't that necessary. So the timer, that's on 1, so that's on, so nothing's happening.
It starts.
Yeah. So we now got action. There's a demand green light. Yeah, it's via the motorised valve, via the room thermostat, what you said. So if you don't get no function when you put it on constant, that means you think, oh, there might be a room thermostat in the system. Let's go and find that. Okay? That's just air in the system. Just getting it out the boiler. So I just put the screw it all back up again now. And that's going to be it. This is the end of today's video. If you know anyone who wants to join the Engineer Team Network, just simply click on the link below. Or you can give us a like or subscribe to our channel. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.